Huh. What's up, YouTube? For today's the day, we're gonna start part 2. This engine bay shaving. See, it's really sunny out here. I gotta keep one eye closed. Sheesh. Alright, so well, that's where we left off. If I can get this shit open. Alright. Right, so where we left off was filling up the holes. Off camera I started to do a bit of little wiring. Started to pull out the wires that I didn't need for this whole system. So you can see all those are cut. They will be taped off and secured later. And a couple of these wires, it was weird because the previous owner did like a weird wiring job where he wired a power, which was this green wire, to the what was it, pop-up headlight motor. So I found out over here that this was the wire, and somehow these wires got burnt over here. So I'm gonna be putting those back together. Super simple, and we're gonna loom this whole wire and then put it up against the wall. But we're gonna do that after. So we have to create one more patch for this, and then drill a hole into the grommet and try and push it towards the bottom. Well, probably, I'll see, because I know the brake boost is here and the clutch is here. So I'll probably make the hole and make it go around here, try and hide the wires as much as I can. So that's the goal. So we're gonna make this, then we're going to be sanding this down more and bondoing the entire bay, or the entire back half of the bay. Well, no, the entire bay. I'm gonna cover up some of these holes we don't need here and sand it down a bit more, and yeah, continue the bay shaving process basically. All right, so let's step out of this bay, get the Bondo and hardener and sandpaper. So let's get this going. Alright, we got the whole bay bondoed up against the wall, and some of the bolt holes covered up with the Bondo as well. And try and smooth out some of this. This is like horrible. How did I kick it on like that? But yeah, so you can see I already started sanding. Trying to get this shit nice and smooth so it looks like it's a part of it. You know, look like it's like a nice smooth tunnel. Again on that side too. And yeah, I guess we have a lot of sanding ahead of us, so let's just get started. Alright, nice and bondoed. We got a nice little bullshit sander. We already started sanding. This is actually really nice and smooth. You see, we're gonna have to add a little bit more Bondo to this little dimple here. So we're basically gonna be doing that back and forth through the whole bay. This is nice and smooth. I wanna try and fill in some of these gaps here, but that's a lot of Bondo, so I might just leave some of these gaps. But yeah, so should be fun. Alright, so we got the whole sanded down and nice and smooth. The next thing we're gonna do is gonna hit the whole bay with like a 120. And we're gonna be using regular paint. I did a little bit of research. We don't really need to use high heat paint. I was thinking about putting high heat paint next to this area where the turbo and stuff would be, but that one looks, I'll just put a heat sheet on the turbo to save my money. So for the theme for this, all of this is going black. This back wall is going black, and these frame rails, they're going black too. Why I'm doing this is because Anything that's black, it's not really gonna attract attention to as much as these green walls would be. So these walls are going green. That's what most of your attention is going to be, and the turbo and the intake manifold, fuel rails, and the piping. That's where most of your attention is gonna be. So since the wiring and stuff is going to come off the back wall, by painting it black and using, you know, what do you call it, like wire wraps and stuff that's like also black, like I want like a jet black kind of thing, so it kind of hides, like at first glance you wouldn't see anything, so it would make it look like the engine's like basically sitting there, so you're wondering where would the harness would come from. But the harness is most likely going to come from the bottom area on this side, since the turbo's on this side, so keep the wiring cool. But yeah, that's why the back wall and the frame rails are going black. The frame rails are going black because whatever you bolt to the frame rail, basically you want it to be floating, and you know, it's basically going to be a black on like green theme. So from the right angles it looks like everything is floating. You'll see what I'm talking about after I paint it. But yeah, we're gonna be sanding on the wall. It's a nice 120, and then prepping it with some alcohol, some Prepsol, and then spraying the black first. Then later on we're going to hit it with the green along the walls. Alright, so for the black, I'm going to be using this 2K paint and primer. Super cheap, $5 a can, perfect, and the gloss is real nice. So don't worry about that. But I'm thinking maybe I can cheap out and use some of this. This is engine enamel green that I had in my drawer for like I don't know, over a year. And then this is, you know, the paint that we got for the interior. So I'm gonna spray them both side by side here and see if there'll be much of a difference. I mean, because honestly, this is $10 a can and this is $30 a can. So if this looks as good as this, then we could be saving some money here. Nope, never mind, thought I could get away with it, but this is this can, and then this one is this can. So that's too dark of a green, and also it doesn't have the tiny little micas in it that I spec'd out, because this is custom paint. So you can see it, there's like micas in it. I don't know if you can see it that well, but it's sparkling, and this one's flat. So fuck it, let's paint the wall. Alright, so in the care package to paint this bay, we got the filler primer. I got a nice box of filler primer. We got some leftover tape, and we have a lot more where that came from. Prepsol, and a rag, prep the surface, obviously. We got a full box of black gloss paint. So perfect. Let's get started. Right, so the primer filler did a good job hiding most of that yellow stuff down there. After I saw how good of a job he was doing, I decided to just not waste it and spray the bottom with just the regular black, because the black has a primer in it already. So just gotta do a little bit more sanding, a bit of imperfections like here, I guess. There, just a couple. Nice fine grit, sand them down really smoothly like that. A lot of the stuff you won't see as when it'll be turned black, but you know, I will see it. So go over it, make it perfect, and then prime it again, and then spray it, coat it black. All right, now better. Okay, time to put down some black. All right, that actually looks good. That's the first step. Next is the green, but you can't even, I probably can't even see in the camera, but it looks like glass. I just wish I could spend like, I guess another hour or two sanding that middle area, but I'll have stuff covering that back wall, so I'll try to have stuff covering that back wall. So now these it looks nice, man. This frame rails look nice. All right, so as you can see, whatever's white, it's going green. All right, guys, next day here. We got 3 cans of the magical green paint. So since it's been like a whole week, I'm gonna have to prep it, use prep salt, clean it up, then tape it up, because I know where I want the green and I know where I want the black. So I'm gonna wipe this down nice and clean. Probably gonna have to blow dry it out, but, well, not blow dry, hit it with the leaf blower, get up all this dust. But yeah, let's get back to work. Off rip, you can see a major difference between that green and the actual green. This is cool, man. Looks like a giant, because it's so round, it's like a giant watermelon, honestly. All right, time to paint this side. All right, and just like that, you got a nice green watermelon looking. Oh, this is smooth. Oh my gosh, that's smooth. Yeah, just like that, we got ourselves a nice painted engine bit. We have to touch up certain spots, like 1, 2, and then maybe like a little bit on this wall. This side is actually really good, except for this little spot right here. But other than that, I think I might use a paintbrush and just go over the edges. Other than that, yeah. came out really nicely. Now it's time to actually put stuff in it. We got the wiring with the rack back, loom up the wires, and move on with this build. So don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. This video is coming out post, I don't want to say post, pre, during the coronavirus. Look at this guy, look at this guy. Distracting me. Look, we all have masks outside. Yeah, so forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Forget, never stop my fun.